gosh, I never learned the life skill of how to change a light bulb. Well, that's why I'm here. Today, my light, you see that guy? Click on the switch. It is very, very dim. And so, I'm gonna have LEDs on and turn that off. And switch it for a new light bulb. So first thing you need, a new light bulb. Also, make sure the light is turned off. So first things first, you need to acquire to be able to reach that. So what I need to do is move this whole desk right here. So push everything out of the way. Once everything is out of the way, grab a trusty chair, put it under the light bulb, or the light, I guess. Now, I'd also like to let you know, remember that this is the new light bulb, okay? That's gonna be important. So now, get on your chair, and there is the light. Okay, wait, I'm gonna move this better. You guys gotta see what I'm doing. Alright, here is the light. This guy is the cap. You need to get rid of this to get to the light bulb. So what you typically do, you gotta make sure you get a really good hold on it. There's typically different ways of doing it. Some of them you just screw off. But this guy, it has screws that you have to take out first. So you gotta be very careful. Put pressure on the cap so you won't drop it. And take the screws out. This guy, let's see how many you got. Also, right to you, left you will see you guys. That's very, very important. Okay, this guy only had 2 screws. So you gotta make sure you place this guy down in a secure area that you are gonna remember it. And also, if you have screws, put them to the side. There are many other different types of light. So like sometimes there will be a thing on the bottom. You gotta take that out and then take this off or something similar. So there's very different types. You gotta learn from different ones. This is a basic type of light. Okay. Now, you've acquired the light bulb. What you gotta do? Remember, it has to be off. And then you gotta take both hands, screw it to the left, and screw it out. And look at that. Remember, this one is the old one. Old. This one is the new one. So you take the new one, and so only one person needs to screw in the light bulb. But you get it, push up, and you screw, and you put it to the right. It's righty-tighty. And now, do that. And it still would work just like this, so I'm just gonna test the light out. Oh my gosh, look at that. It works. Congratulations. Now, all you gotta do is put this guy back on. And you gotta make sure to be very careful because this is the hardest part. Because at the beginning, you just have to unscrew it. This, you gotta hold it in place and screw it in. Very difficult. So, first things first, you gotta hold it up high. And then you gotta find out where the screws go. And screw them in. You gotta be very careful. Because if these screws are not tight enough or something happens, you may drop the cap. If you drop the cap, there's a chance it may break. And if it breaks, you're done for. Because then you have to get a new one and it's just a lot of work. Okay. I'm just moving my hand so you can test it. It's pretty tight. So that means I can do the second screw. And these screws are made just to put pressure on it so it stays inside. The thing is also you don't want to look up at the light bulb and blind your eyes.
although stuff like Band-Aids and all that typically don't have a cap, for one thing, just to make it easier to like take it out and in, I guess, but also because it wants to blind you. Now I'm trying to screw this in properly, and yes, it may look awkward, but make sure you know that you are being very careful, you knowing it right from left, and making sure this is very, very secure. And once you are 110%, because you have to be really sure, then just to double check, flip on your switch, and voila, you did it. Congratulations, everybody. I know it's hard, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy.